Hello, good morning students. Today I am going to teach you English from your Balbharti textbook of Standard 7th. Unit 2, Subunit 2.1, topic From a Railway Carriage. The poem From a Railway Carriage is written by a great poet, that is Robert Louis Stevenson. Let me give you a short introduction about him. The poet Robert was born on 13th November 1850 at Edinburgh, Scotland. He was a Scottish novelist and poet. He died on 3rd December 1894 at the age of 44 at Walima in Skamkam Islands. The popular figure during his lifetime are feature among the 26 most popular translators authors in the world. The theme of his poetry was often about children, friendship, and how children entertain among themselves in those days. But his expertise lay in presenting these things about the art in them. And some of his best known works are Treasure Island, A Child's Garden of Verses, and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now let us go through and recite this beautiful poem. Now you have to also open your textbook and read along with me. From a railway carriage, faster than ferries, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle, all of the sides of the hill and the plain, fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here's a child who clambers and scrambles all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And there is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Poet Robert Louis Stevenson. Now, in this poem, Stevenson is trying to say it will be very easily understood by you all, as you all have experienced all this. It means that you all must have traveled through bus, railway trains, or through aeroplanes. And when we travel through buses or trains, we always see that all the things are going behind, right? But we only see them. Here, R.L. Stevenson has put all this into words, and all these words have formed into a beautiful poem which is given here. Faster than ferries, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. Now here R.L. Stevenson is trying to tell us that when we travel through the train, we can see outside the train is bridges, houses, hedges and ditches. Now students, tell me, what is the meaning of hedge? Okay, let me tell you. A hedge is a sort of fence made out of a shrub or bush. Now, what is the meaning of ditch? A ditch is a long, low place where water can run off from a road or a field. Understood? Now, in this first stanza, a poet, Stevenson, is trying to say that train runs more quickly than the ferries can fly or the witches can move. When train goes forward, it seems as the soldiers are attacking their enemy in a battlefield. The train runs on, leaving bridges, houses, fences and ditches behind. It also leaves behind the green fields where horses and cattle are grazing. Now, what is the meaning of troops? Yes, of course, troop means they are the soldiers, a group of soldiers. And what is a meadow? A meadow is a grassy field. It means it's a place where you might find. Now, Cattle. What is a cattle? Cattle means cows and bulls. You have seen the cattle, right? Where cows and bulls are kept together. It is called cattle. Now let us go to the next stanza, that is, all of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. Now what is the meaning of driving rain? Yes, driving rain means it is a heavy or blowing rain as in a storm. Now and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Now here in this line, ever again means every now and then. And this, by the way, is a train station which is painted yellow in color. Now in the second stanza, poet Stevenson says that all the scenes of hill and the plain were being crossed by the train, just like one raindrop follows another when it is raining. The train was moving very fast and was crossing stations with a whistle, and the stations looked like a painted picture to the poet from the moving train. Now, a third stanza is, here is a child who clambers and scrambles. Now, what is the meaning of clambers? Let us see. To clamber is to climb up or down clumsily and not easily. Clumsily means not easily. Now, what is scrambles? Let us see. When you clamber, you might scramble or climb quickly, especially with your both hands and feet. Now moving ahead to our next line, that is, all by himself and gathering brambles. Now what is brambles? So a bramble is any bush or vine with the sharp thorns. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes. Now what is tramp and gazes? Let us see. So here, tramp is an old-fashioned word for a poor person without a home, one who moves around a lot. And a gaze means is to stare or look in one direction for a long time. Understood what is a gaze? Okay. Here is the green for stringing the daisies. The poem talks about stringing the daisies, which means making a chain of daisies, as you can see in the following picture. Now, in the third stanza, poet sees a child climbing a steep ground by himself with difficulty. The child was also gathering blackberries during climbing. He also sees a homeless person who was looking at the train with surprise. He sees some ladies too who were making garlands of daisy flowers. Now let us go to the last stanza of the poem. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. Now here the word lumping along would be to move heavily, as a heavy cart would. And a load is just anything heavy that is carried. We have seen the cart, right? By carrying the load? Yes. And here is a mill and there is a river. You can see in this picture a mill and a river. Now, what is a mill? It is an old-fashioned mill. In case you have not seen one, looks like this from the outside, as given in the picture. And it is a building where a stream turns a wheel which powers a big heavy machine for grinding grain. So that is known as a mill. I'm sure you all have seen this in the village side, right? Now each a glimpse and gone for a ever. Now what is the meaning of glimpse? It means a quick look. Now in the fourth and the last stanza of the poem, poet sees a cart moving with heavy load on the road, and the cart driver was sitting on the top of that load. He also sees a water mill and river while traveling in the train. All of it happened so quickly that The poet could just get a glimpse of things which he never saw again. Now, the poet Stevenson has given a beautiful message through this poem. The message is: the railway journey is a source of happiness and great experience. It presents a panorama of continuous changing seasons. It also provides a chance to see natural beauty which refreshes our mind. I hope you all have enjoyed this poem. Thank you, students. Stay home and stay safe.